Hey, what's up, YouTube? JayDub here. Quickly, before I get started with this TNA Sacrifice review, over in the description box, there's a link that I need you all to go to. It's discussing such topics as adding another co-host to the PWTR show, but I would need to know if the listeners actually think that would be a good idea or something. So I need you to go over in the description box, click that link, and answer the poll question. Also, in that link, I discuss a contest that's coming up with the channel where you could win an autographed item by Ric Flair, and it comes free of charge to whoever wins the contest and everything. So all of that is included in the description box. Getting on to TNA. I watched Impact last night, and I must say, I'm not even going to beat around the bush. Impact was a lot better than this last episode of Raw. Hell, a lot better than these past couple of episodes of Raw. I enjoyed the episode until the main event, which was Mick Foley versus a cardboard cutout of Rocky Balboa. What the hell? These are the same guys that said they take wrestling seriously. How they bash WWE for being PG, all this other crap, but yet you have your champion wrestling a cardboard cutout of a character from a movie. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to give an overview of what I think about TNA before I go into the Sacrifice review. A lot of people, they think I hate TNA. One thing I'll say, the whole thing with TNA about me hating them, I don't have a grudge against TNA. It's just things that totally piss me off with TNA. And it's like, say if you walk into a room and there's about 5 people in there, and one of those people piss you off so much that you just cuss out all 5 people in there, and the other 4 people didn't even do anything to you. That's what pisses me off with TNA. Because you take a look at Sacrifice, they have Jeff Jarrett, Mick Foley, Sting, Kurt Angle, all in the main event for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. No new guys. All of those guys were made in somebody else's company. None of those guys were made household names in TNA. Now, whether that company is WCW, ECW, WWE, that's all up for debate. But that's not the point that I'm trying to make. The point that I'm trying to make is they were all made in some company other than TNA. So that just pisses me off about TNA. And I look at this last episode of Impact, and they put people like Sting in a match against Eric Young. He beats Eric Young. They put Kurt Angle in a match against Matt Morgan. He beats Matt Morgan. They put Jeff Jarrett in a match with Samoa Joe. Jeff Jarrett ends up winning, but by disqualification or whatever. You have these old guys beating all of these young guys, and a lot of people complain about that also with TNA. But a point with TNA, it's like a double-sided coin. Sometimes it annoys me, but other times I see a good side to it. It's like everybody in the damn company is tweeners. They don't have any clear definition as to whether they're face or heel, because if you look at somebody like Motor City Machine Guns, they would be like tweeners. And that's a good case. That's a good case to where, somebody like that, people like that are tweeners. But, like I said, it's a double-sided coin, because on one side, you don't place yourself in a box. You don't place yourself in a corner to where, you can have 2 guys, but you're fearful of having them feud because both of them are face or both of them are heels or something like that. You don't place yourself in a corner. You open yourself up to a lot of things that you would have been restricted to before. But a problem that this creates, the other side of the coin, is the feuds start to get confusing. Like, you have Kurt Angle in a stable with Sting, but then Kurt Angle was feuding with Sting. Then you have Sting feuding with Jeff Jarrett feuding with Kurt Angle feuding with Mick Foley feuding with Sting, and Mick Foley feuding with Jeff Jarrett. It just gets crazy as hell, and it gets confusing, and that's just, sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, but that's why I guess they go the safe way like WWE. It's safe to just go face versus heel and, not get into all of the messy side, of this tweener thing. But anyway, let's move on to Sacrifice. I don't know if I can really go down the list of predictions. Damn, what the hell was that? Anyway, I don't know if I can go down the list of predictions because, like I said, I haven't watched TNA in about a month or so. This was the first episode of Impact that I watched, and it just happened to be the one right before the Sacrifice pay-per-view. But the finals of the Team 3D tournament, Beer Money Incorporated versus the British Invasion. I'm thinking that Beer Money will win this match. The British Invasion, they formed when I wasn't watching TNA, so this was like my first view of them. And they have this new guy in there. I think his name was Rob Terry or something. Basically, he just has big muscles and everything, like a genetic freak. He doesn't look. He looks to be an empty suit to me because, he might be there just for looks. I can't see him but believably playing the role of the muscle in the group, because when it was time for him to attack Team 3D, it came off very weak and it wasn't believable at all, the attack. Next, so I'm expecting Beer Money to win this match. The first ever Knockouts Monsters Ball, Taylor Wilde versus Daffney. Taylor Wilde could possibly win this match, but I don't even know what the hell a Monsters Ball is, so if you could just let me know in the description box what a Monsters Ball is, that would be very appreciative. Main Event Mafia versus the TNA Frontline, which is basically non-existent. Kevin Nash versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe, he better win this match. That's all I'm going to say about that. TNA Knockouts Women's Championship. The champion, Angelina Love versus Awesome Kong. I could see Angelina Love winning this match, but also I could see Awesome Kong winning. But I'm thinking, I'm more leaning to the champion retaining her belt. X Division Championship match, Suicide versus Daniels. I want Daniels to win this match because I don't like characters of Suicide at all. I mean, he was an okay character while Christopher Daniels was playing him, but now the whole mystery behind the fallen angel club, the claps that and the chants that the audience was doing, that's the only reason they were really behind Suicide. And now that Christopher Daniels is no longer playing Suicide, you can tell that the crowd has slowly, started to care less for this actual character. And I can see why, because Christopher Daniels and Cass, they have two totally different wrestling styles, and I like Christopher Daniels' wrestling style a lot better than I like Cass's wrestling style. Next match of the night, an I Quit match for the TNA Legends Championship, Booker T versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. I could see AJ Styles retaining his championship. Basically, for the whole night, I'm going with all of the champions. No, I'm not going to say that. Like I said, I could see Daniels winning that match. That's who I'm rooting for in the match. I could see AJ Styles retaining his championship, but I'm expecting this to be a good match. The last match they had on pay-per-view was a pretty good match. Ultimate Sacrifice for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Mick Foley versus Sting versus Kurt Angle versus Jeff Jarrett. If Mick Foley gets pinned, he'll lose his TNA Heavyweight title. If Kurt Angle gets pinned, he'll give up his leadership position in the Main Event Mafia. If Sting gets pinned, he's vowed to never wrestle again. If Jeff Jarrett gets pinned, he gives up his power in TNA. What I'm seeing in this match, I'm seeing that it definitely could be I'm seeing that either Mick Foley or Kurt Angle will get pinned, because I can't see, I won't say I can't see Sting retiring, but it's to a lesser extent than I can see Kurt Angle giving up his leadership position or Mick Foley losing the TNA Heavyweight title. But I'm kind of confused about a little thing. Is it that if you get, wait a minute. It says if Mick Foley gets pinned, he loses his heavyweight title. So that means everybody in the match should be going to try to pin Mick Foley. Because what if Sting ends up pinning Jeff Jarrett? Sting wins the match, but that means that he doesn't win the TNA World Heavyweight title. Am I right about that? Because I got this from the TNA's official website, and it says if Mick Foley gets pinned, that's when he'll only lose a TNA Heavyweight Title. So Mick Foley could still technically lose a match, but retain his championship. That's very weird, but yeah, I could see Sting losing the match, getting pinned, and then they're setting up for a retirement at Slammiversary. I could see that, but it's looking more likely that either Mick Foley will lose his championship or Kurt Angle will give up the leadership position in Main Event Mafia. That's why I'll end this video. Make sure you rate, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. Make sure you go over in the link in the description box, answer the questions, let me know your feedback. If you're interested in being a guest host on the show, let me know in my inbox, and peace out.